Good evening. Welcome to RPTV News. I'm Craig Stegner coming to you live on this Sunday, April 13th. We're getting the middle of April. You know what that means. If you haven't paid your taxes, you need to do that on Monday. Do that tomorrow. You're going to be wishing you had. So we're about tax day. But we're coming to you from the JK Auto Repair Studio. Of course, JK Auto Repair is a full-service car care provider located in Ozark, Missouri. My buddy Zach Jones and his crew will take great care of you. Just get a hold of them. Schedule your appointment, 417-581-2004. This is the Twister Alley Raceway weekend wrap-up. Twister Alley Raceway supposed to have their season opener last weekend. Of course, it was horrible weather. This weekend, not scheduled. Fantastic weather. Slated for next weekend. Bad weather again scheduled. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that we have some better weather than what's forecasted right now. But our sponsors, JK's Twister Alley, Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame, the South Fork Ranch and Spirits, Stubborn Mule Quarter Scale Tractor Pulling, Jeff Johnson 1 at umortgage.com, PrimeAdvantagePlus.com, Titans at 10.5, and Team Aziz Racing. A lot of racing to get covered, so let's jump right into it. Arrowhead Speedway in Colcord, Oklahoma. Friday night, Jeff Metcalf takes the win in the stock car, Josiah Robinson in the B-Mod. Tuner class goes to Joshua Deason. William Avia takes the Interceptors, and Steve Muhlenberg, one of three Muhlenbergs in the top five there, takes the Midwest Mod first place. Over in Doe Run, Missouri, Doe Run Raceway, Friday night, Winged Micro A, Jordan Clary with the win. B Mod goes to Johnny Crump. Restricted Winged Micro class goes to Niles Tudor. Liam Wilson takes the LO206 Intermediate 8 to 14. I always love when the girls take the top step. LO206 Restricted Box Stock, Aliana Evans. Congratulations, young lady. Junior Sprint goes to Evan Boyd, and Cole Stolzer is your Kids Mods winner. Electric City Speedway in Butler, Missouri, where they do it with the lights on. Power I class, Midwest Mod win for Jordan Beard. Logan Smith takes the Power I B Mod. Dylan Rafferty picking right up where he left off last year in the IMCA Star Mod Light win, as is Shadron Turner, the USRA Heartland Modified Tour Series winner. Humboldt Speedway in Humboldt, Kansas on Friday night. USRA B-Mod win for Andy Bryant. Dylan Daniels takes the Midwest Mod. Levi McGowan is your factory stock winner, and Connor Rigsby takes the mini stock tuner class. Federated Auto Parts Raceway, I-55 in Peevely, Missouri. 2 nights of racing. Several of the tracks had Friday and Saturday racing. Friday night, the World of Outlaw Sprint Car Series winner Carson Macedo, and B-Mod win goes to Treb Jacoby. They came back on Saturday night, and Logan Schuchert takes the win, and Trent Young is your Dirt Car UMP Modified winner. Lakeside Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. Friday night, Chase Galvin is your pure stock winner. Checkers in the E-Mod for Corey Myers. Tim Carrick takes the USRA B-Mod, and USRA stock car win for Jalen Wettingle. Lebanon Midway Speedway in Lebanon, Missouri. Love seeing this. I hadn't really talked about it because I was kind of waiting for an update, but Mr. Newell, the grandfather, big Mr. Newell, Ben Newell's dad, had a stroke last week. I was kind of waiting to see where we were at before I talked too much about it. I know he was getting a lot of prayers and love sent his way. And last I saw, it looked like he was doing a little bit better. Moved over to, I believe, Mercy Rehab in Springfield, Mercy Hospital, improving. So, Mr. Newell, I want to send this out to you. I love you, my friend. He is a giant of a man, and the only thing as big as his physical presence is his heart. What a wonderful fella, and I'm glad you're doing a little bit better. We're sure thinking about you. So, Ben Newell takes the win in the Power I Midwest Mod. James Reedus is your Power I Pure Stock winner. Power I Hornets goes to Dustin Reeves. Chris Jackson takes the Power I B Mod, and Young Guns Hornets goes to Connor Reed. Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri had a couple nights of racing. Open late model win for Hudson O'Neill. Jared Hayes takes the super stock, while Damon Clevenger is your SMVR winner. They came back on Saturday night. Donnie Miller takes the Super Stock. Chad Eichelberry is your SMVR winner. And Open Late Model, again, Hudson O'Neal. Monett Motor Speedway, the oldest dirt track in Missouri. They've got a new logo. This is their 55th year of racing. Of course, we had the owner and director in here before the season, letting us know that they were going to be NASCAR sanctioned this year. So a new look, new organization, Monett Motor Speedway. Friday night, B-Mod win for Ryan Gilmore. Hunter Stutzman takes the Midwest Mod. Tanner Foster in the Pure Stock. INX Legends, Chance Gilbert with the win. Zachary Riddick takes the Bombers. And USRA A-Mod goes to Weston Holman. Tulsa Speedway, carrying on the tradition. This is a great track and great staff. USRA Modified win on Friday night for Trevin Geeter. Kevin Wasserman takes the factory stock. Johnny Kent is your USL non-wing winner. Larry Pence takes the dwarf class. And Cale Hancock is your USRA tuner winner. $2 Pistol Motor Speedway. It's hotter than a $2 pistol. In Plummerville, Arkansas, Friday night, Pure Stock win for Caden Myatt. Keaton Atkinson takes the factory stock, while Tanner Barnhart is your IMCA Modified winner. IMCA Mod Light win for Kevin Simpkins. And Canyon Methvin picking right up with the winning ways in the Dirt Late Model on Friday night. They come back Saturday night. Caden Myatt takes your Pure Stock, while Keaton Atkinson again in the factory stock. Tanner Barnhart again with the win in the IMCA Modified. IMCA Mod Light win for Chad Kirkpatrick, and Bryce Clark is your Dirt Late Model victor. Valley Speedway in Grain Valley, Missouri, Saturday night. E-Mod win for Brian Meyer. The Rafferty boys are at it again in 2025. Dylan Rafferty taking the win in the IMCA Mod Light. Jack Wagner takes the Power Eye War Sprint, while Pure Stock win for Mike Taylor Jr. Lightning Sprint goes to Jeff Bard, and Cole Hamilton is your USRA B-Mod winner. Tri-State Speedway, the mighty Tri-State Speedway in Pecola, Oklahoma. Saturday night racing, all USRA classes, factory stock win for Grant Davis. Stock car class goes to Cody Jones, while John Sheets takes the USRA B-Mod, and Kyle Slater is your modified champion. Springfield Raceway, boy, we had the doors open. It was, as the day went on, it kept getting nicer and warmer. We had the doors open watching motocross and UFC and listening. We could hear the races going on at Springfield Raceway. Of course, a great turnout there. Midwest Mod B class win for James Lee. Jay Reynolds takes the Legends. Sundance Keeper in the Midwest Mod A class. Will Tattershaw takes the Bomber Enduro class. Mark Simon is your full body winner. Second win of the weekend for Ryan Gilmore in the B-Mod class, and the front wheel drive goes to David Veldman. Southern Oklahoma Speedway in Ardmore, Oklahoma, Saturday night. IMCA South Sport Mod win for Peyton Zentgraf. Trey Jones takes the hobby stock, while the win in the Eco Mod goes to LaWayne Braden. Chase Martin takes your IMCA Sport Compact win, with William Gold taking the checkers in the IMCA Modified. Salina Highbanks Speedway in Salina, Oklahoma, last night. Mitch Keeter in the B-Mod. Dalton Garrison takes the factory stock, while Cole Holman is your Pure Stock winner. William Avia with the win in the rear wheel drive, while the front wheel drive goes to Anthony Smith. And the ASCS Sprint Car win for Sam Haffertep Jr. Nevada Speedway, the granddaddy of dirt, Nevada, Missouri. Vintage class win for Ronald Bunn. Bobby Brown takes the Pure Stock. Connor Rigsby in the mini stock class, while Deva Laviere takes the 4-cylinder. Super Stock win for Dustin Beasley. Brian Bolin is your B-Mod winner, and Jerry Wheeler takes the Midwest Mod. Lawton Speedway, I love that they've kept that old sign up with the, that's just such a cool retro look. Lawton Speedway in Lawton, Oklahoma, Saturday night, 305 Race Saver Sprint Class win for Brady Courtney. Cody McDowell takes the USRA Limited Modified. Mini stock win for A.J. Little. And Terrell Evans is your USRA Factory Stock winner. Lake Ozark Speedway, Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, and Eldon, Missouri. POWRi classes, all the classes POWRi. Midwest Mod goes to Dakota Gerard, while Derek Wist takes the Super Stock. Harold Fox is your winner in the Pure Stock. Cole Campbell takes the B Mod. Hornet win for Dustin Reeves, and checkers in the A Mod for Ryan Middaugh. Lebanon I-44 Speedway in Lebanon, Missouri. The Charger class goes to Ronnie Taylor, while Matt Hazel takes the Crown Vic. Mike Shaddy is your winner in the Street Stock. Late model, Dylan Bates, former go-kart racer and big fan favorite of the Azizas. James Marsh is your winner in the Bandoliers class. I-44 Speedway Riverside in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Saturday night, junior sprint win for Mason McBride. Ryder McCutcheon takes the A-Class Micro, while the Mini Mod goes to Jordan Griffin. Clayton Jenkins takes the Restricted Micro. Brant Woods is your non-wing Micro winner. Tuner class goes to William Hunt, and Luke Anderson is your victor in the Turf Tire Micro class. I-35 Speedway in Winston, Missouri last night. USRA Mod win for Dakota Dale. Lonnie Hibner takes the USRA B Mod. USRA Stock Car class victor Doug Keller. Checkers in the Pure Stock for Conrad Kaufman, while Tony Lane is your E Mod winner. And Sport Compact goes to Brad Mick. Batesville Motor Speedway in Locust Grove, Arkansas last night. IMCA Modified win for Richie Tosh. IMCA Stock Car victory for Joe Payne, while the Hobby Stock goes to Joseph Jackson. Another one of our girl victors here. Gracie Surrett takes the Young Guns. Jason Wilkie in the Midwest Mod. Trevor Ford is your Arkansas Factory Stock winner, while the IMCA Mod Light goes to Jace Reed. 81 Speedway in Park City, Kansas, Saturday night, wrapping up our local tracks. USRA Modified win for Tyler Davis, while Travis Johnson takes the USRA B Mod. A-Mod win for Ryan Mechanic, and Jared Reimer is your Super Stock winner. Mini Stock Tuner class goes to Cation Brack, and Bo Davis is your Stock Car winner. NASCAR Cup Series wrapped up earlier. It was a very uneventful race for Bristol, surprisingly uneventful, but it was 2 out of 3 this weekend for Kyle Larson. Takes the win. This is his second win on the season, ahead of Denny Hamlin. This was the 7th time they finished 1-2, but only the first time that Kyle Larson has been in the number 1 spot. Denny Hamlin so far had been 6-0 in the 1-2 finishing orders. Ty Gibbs with a great finish, finishing 3rd in this race. So 2 of your 3 winners from the Joe Gibbs Racing Crew. Ty Gibbs. Kyle Larson is not with Joe Gibbs anymore. That is a great finish, though, for Ty Gibbs in the number 3 spot. NASCAR Xfinity Series last night. Kyle Larson took the win there as well. Carson Voppel is your 2nd place winner, while Justin Allgaier finishes in the 3rd position. And the Craftsman Truck Series on Friday night. This was one of those people. They talk about the 1984 quarterback class that came out in the NFL, where you had just a plethora of talent of John Elway, Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, so many stars come out of there. That ARCA class that raced at Lebanon I-44 Speedway a few years ago, I think will go down as far as an ARCA class much the same. You had Ty Gibbs, you had Taylor Gray, Chandler Smith, Haley Deegan. You had a lot of talent in that class. Chandler Smith, the 2nd best racer out of that group. Ty Gibbs, of course, doing quite well, but Chandler Smith gets his 1st win on the season, racing in the Quick Tie truck. Chandler Smith, your winner at Bristol. Kyle Larson, 2nd. So Chandler Smith was your rally killer, eliminated any chance of a sweep for Kyle Larson. Corey Heim finishes in the number 3 spot. Monster Energy Supercross. This was an afternoon race this week and next. If you haven't got a chance to watch AMA Monster Energy Supercross, it was on at 2 o'clock yesterday, and this coming Saturday again at 2 o'clock on NBC as well as Peacock. They'll be at Pittsburgh. This race from Philadelphia looked like it was going to be another mudfest. Turned out to be just an incredible track. And Chase Sexton did what Chase Sexton should be doing every week. He takes the win just ahead of your points leader, Cooper Webb. Ken Roxon phenomenal still. With an injured shoulder, doesn't look like it at all. Finishes in the third spot. Malcolm Stewart, again, another great finish. But I want to tell you about down here in the number 9. I believe I've lost track at this point. I think this was his 5th top 10 in a row. Missouri's own Benny Bloss, who also just signed a contract extension with Beta through the next season, through 2026. That is great news. Benny Bloss doing a fantastic job. I look forward to inducting him into the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame several years from now, but another top 10 finish there for him. In the 250 East-West Showdown, you remember we told you Julian Beaumaire said there's going to be some payback for Hayden Deegan at this one. The closest he got to him was when they were lining up at the starting line. Other than that, he was nowhere in the same time zone. Cole Davies, the 17-year-old who has been absolutely incredible for Team Yamaha, takes the win out of New Zealand. Hayden Deegan, a second-place finish. R.J. Hampshire really was lucky because in the East-West Main, he had a terrible start. Went down in the first corner, was about 17th place coming out of the first corner. Had a rider go down. They red flagged it, and because there had not been 3 laps started, they just completely start the race over. If they are more than 3 laps into it, they do a staggered start and pick up where the red flag was thrown with the time remaining. With less than 3 laps, they just do a complete restart, and R.J. Hampshire took the whole shot, but finished in third spot. Seth Hammaker 4th, and Joe Shimoda 5th. Tom Vialli was your points leader in the East. Terrible performance. Had to go to the LCQ just to make it into the main and finished up 6th. So Hayden Deegan extends that points lead in the West, while Seth Hammaker is your new points leader in the East. NTT IndyCar Series wrapped up just a few minutes ago. This race won by Kyle Kirkwood from the Long Beach, California event. Kyle Kirkwood is your winner. Alex Palou is your second place, and Christian Lundgaard wraps out your top 3. Mission Foods NHRA drag racing is going on right now. Switch over to FS1. Check this out. This is 4-wide racing. So instead of having semifinal, final, they just go all 4 at once. 44,000 horsepower in the top fuel and funny car classes. Great racing. Tony Stewart was still in it last I checked, so he's got that first win coming real soon. I just know it. That's going to do it. A lot of racing going on. This weekend was perfect for getting the racing done. Next weekend, I just don't know. I hope that this rain will get out. It's a week out, so hopefully the forecast will change and we'll have better weather for it for that season opener at Twister Alley Raceway. We'll get those results for the Titans 10-5 drag race series posted as soon as I get those. Make sure you join us back here on Wednesday night. We'll be telling you about the schedule coming up, any news stories. There's always something that comes up after the weekend. By Monday, Tuesday, you start getting the reports from NHRA, from NASCAR, and AMA Monster Energy Supercross about any penalties. We'll tell you about that on Wednesday, as well as birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations, everything going on. If you'd like to drop me an email, do that at orptvmedia@gmail.com or send me a text, 417-872-9854. We'll be back here Wednesday night, 6 p.m., ORP TV News Live. Hope you have a great week back at work. For ORP TV, I'm Stagg. From the Hollywood side in Los Angeles, California, I'm Stagg, and you're watching ORP TV.
Goodbye. See you next time.
ORP TV.
Here for ORP TV, we try to have a lot of fun.